What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to another episode of the Nonstop Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
Rick, do you want to tell the audience what happened 1 minute before we started today?
I knocked over an entire full can of Monster, and there was a tsunami of sugar, and I shouted bollocks incredibly loudly.
So, that's the energy we're coming in today's recording session for. So for the next 4 episodes, bear in mind, Rick is swimming in a sugary keyboard.
Yeah, I'm sugar boarding.
So with that update out of the way, those of you familiar with this show know that, as of late, we like to take a gander at the episode title and see what Rick thinks. Rick, today we're doing an episode called This Is My Jam. What do you think the plot's going to be based on that alone?
Okay, so, I think they're going to get into actual jam making. And I think there's going to be a misunderstanding between whether they are jamming in the musical sense or making jam out of, fruit. And I think of the two, Pops is going to be more on the fruit side.
You going with that, are you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the most ludicrous idea for a plot in regular show, but yeah, 0 fucking points.
That's okay. I'm happy with a 0.
Alrighty. So yeah, Rick, take it away. Tell the audience what we're doing and do our countdown.
Alrighty, regular show, season 2, episode 13. This is my jam. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Ah, good old fart noise.
Yeah, the good old bass fart. Oh, yeah, this is my jam. Oh!
Oh, no one likes to work on the gutter.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently... apparently Rigby likes it.
He's a raccoon.
But then again, I think he only likes it because he's high up.
Yeah. He's enjoying it because he's not doing any of the work. I'm surprised Cartoon Network let him do that. That is actually out of order.
It is.
Dude, why were you picking it up at all in the first place?
Yeah.
Have you seen that video of the guy fishing out with a magnet a cassette from the river and being like, is this a Civil War artifact? Because they'd never seen a fucking cassette tape before because they're like 12.
Civil War cassette tape. Yeah, but also, if you did fish it up with a magnet, you would have destroyed it all because it's all magnetic tape.
You know, I was kind of... It's one of those where, like, I don't think they were seriously going to keep it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I was very confused because I'm like, to my knowledge, there was no metal on cassette tapes.
Oh, yeah, it's magnetic tape.
Well, there you go. I didn't know that, so I was very confused as to how he fished it up with a magnet.
Oh, he probably got the screws that held it together.
Ah. Wow, this song's shit, mate.
It is.
It sounds like Lumpy Space Princess singing.
A little bit. Summertime. Yeah. Just... Oh, man. Too real.
Well, it's just like everything's red when you look through rose-coloured glasses.
Oh, now he's got infected with the brain rot.
It's called an earworm, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's one of the hardest lines in BoJack Horseman, where one of Bojack's ex just says, hey, when you've got rose-tinted glasses, all the red flags just look like flags.
Yeah,
and it's like,
oh boy.
Damn, that's a great line, but also, ooh, too real.
Are they going to go subconscious diving again?
I mean, it's a precedent, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's one of these dickheads, Rick.
Yeah. I can imagine him trying to, impress Margaret by doing this shit and failing awfully.
Well, Margaret likes fist pump, so,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is like people trying to do what King Crimson did, but nowhere near as good. Well, I love King Crimson tracks. They're great, but sometimes I'm listening to them and I'm like, this sounds like some artsy fartsy bullshit. And then I'm like, yeah, but it is though. But it's good artsy fartsy bullshit. Listen to the Court of the Crimson King and fucking tell me that the fucking pipe solo doesn't sound like artsy fartsy bullshit.
The fact that there's a pipe solo.
Like, for real, man. I love that song, but you know, you do sound a bit pretentious if you're listening to the wrong part.
Yeah.
How to get rid of a song from your head? Let's try Swirlies.
Well, apparently the real way is just to get to the end of the song.
I actually think that's the conclusion to this point, to this film, to this episode.
Okay. I do like how Muscle Man was just no questions beating him on the head.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Were you expecting Eldritch Horror today, Rick?
I think when regular show comes up, you always have to expect it.
Someone posted a thing summarising every regular show episode as the episode always starts as Mordecai and Rigby can't afford a $10 video game, and then ends with them punching God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rare dick move from Skips. That's also bad news if Skips doesn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, half the time it's something that Skips has encountered in the past.
God, that's a horrible sound effect. Good job, fucking audio design.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you know how I get bad ASMR?
Yeah. So that was actually pretty good stereo.
Yeah,
it's one of those where, like, I would not have gotten that from listening to it on a TV.
Yeah. So that made my right shoulder violently twitch. Like, it's a shame we don't have a face cam at this point, because that probably would have been quite funny.
Just like the fact that I shouted bollocks really loudly before we started.
Here's the thing: you must have shouted so loudly that Discord muted it, because I didn't actually hear you say that.
Hey, it looks like a fucking Uncle Grandpa character.
Like, yeah, that's like, yeah. There's It's just Pizza Steve, but pizza cassette tape.
Yeah, cassette Steve. Cassette Jeff.
Why Jeff?
Jeff Cassette.
I still don't know why that's... Why?
Yeah. It's just because of the vowels just kind of go together. Okay. Jeff Cassette versus Pizza Steve.
Okay.
Because even though pizza is an I, it's got an E sound.
Yeah, okay. Rick, what would be your response if you saw a sentient cassette tape just doing a jig?
I would try to avoid it because I would assume that it would trying to, sell me something.
Who sells cassettes in 2024?
Mixtape artists.
No. Filled cassettes. Because you can't anymore. Because even if you like vinyls make sense because they're always talking about having great audio quality.
Yeah, and also the fact that if you take care of them, then they're essentially invincible. Whereas magnetic tape, just by definition, just degrades.
Yeah.
Oh, Pops can't stand it. Aw, what a good boy.
I love how that's the worst thing he can say. Okay.
Macaroni party nap. Yeah.
I was taking a shit, but not of the violent variety.
Yeah, I was taking a peaceful shit and could hear you talking.
Oh goodness! I wasn't eavesdropping. I was dropping a deuce.
Yeah.
He would play a fucking trumpet.
Okay, that's the one time that the my mom joke got me.
That was a real filthy one, though.
Yeah, which is why they had to have him not say it.
I guess. Man, both these songs are shit, but it wouldn't be an earworm if it was good.
Yeah.
If I remember rightly, I think Benson's going to show up with his drum kit, and he's going to be the what turns it into overdrive. Which, oh goddamn, that's some cool visuals though.
Yeah, it's just a pair of stands just having a fight in the sky.
I don't think you know how stands work.
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah. Well, don't worry, Rick, you made it clear.
Yeah, this is where Benson is not. He's not angry. He's just here to. He's just here to help.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is the first time we see that Benson's actually a fucking kick-ass drummer.
Yeah. It's a good way of channeling his Benson rage.
Oh, yeah. KO.
Winner!
Dickhead, innit?
Yeah.
Man, wouldn't you... Like, the first thing you do is just fucking kick him in the stomach and be like, "Shut up, Rigby! You bastard!"
Like, at that point, you just, like, feed him like a 2-stone weed gummy or whatever. Just get him to go to sleep and forget it.
Sleep is what caused the cassette to manifest.
Okay, but that was natural sleep. We're talking about giving him too many drugs to function.
Man, just fucking... I can't make that joke. Rick, what do you think of the episode?
It was alright. I think it was one of the weaker ones this season so far.
Which is weird, because it's one of the highest rated episodes as far as views goes.
Weird.
Yeah.
But it's one of those weird ones where, like, there are episodes with high view ratings that are not the best episodes. Like, the highest viewed episode of The Simpsons is Bart Gets an F. And I don't think it's the best episode by a long shot.
Well, it's
just the one that people that just happen to tune into.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. But, like, Bart Gets an F is a good episode, though, because it's
good.
It's a weirdly emotional one.
Yeah, like, it's good, but it's not, like... I think it speaks to the episodes leading up to it, that it got other people to tune into that one, hoping to recapture the ones that came before it.
Such as?
I don't even know what came before it. Like,
okay, so here's the thing, Rick, is you can't say that the other ones being so good that it helped build the audience to view the next one is good if you can't name them.
Oh, I'm not... Okay, so just season 1, right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, like previous season. I don't even know what season. I think it might have been like season 4 or something. But like earlier seasons in general, like they had a lot of build up of decent Simpsons writing.
Well, yeah, that's because Conan was helping.
Yeah.
Only I made ads.
The reason I didn't say Marge versus the Monorail is not because I couldn't think of it. It's because I couldn't definitively say whether it came before or after Bart Gets an F.
I feel like it came after.
Yeah, I feel like that as well. How about you? What do you think about this time?
Oh, it was a decent enough episode. I think it's an annoying episode because, well, the premise of the episode is Rigby gets an earworm, which means we've got to suffer through an earworm for the whole 10 minutes.
Yeah, we get 2 earworms that we're now going to have for the rest of the recording session.
Oh, it's gone from my mind.
Well, good for you. It's not gone from mine.
Oh no, you're kidding.
Yep. Snap. Come to us, party, and then we'll take a nap.
Rick, no, you're gonna suffer today.
In the summertime.
Jeez, man, I can only have so much sympathy. Let's get to our wind down, shall we? And hopefully by the next episode that will be gone. What was your favourite moment, my dude?
It was when Muscle Man was beating Rigby over the head with a stick, and then it was revealed that they were trying to beat a song out of him. It was like, well, you had a song in your head?
Yeah, Muscle Man strikes me as the type to be like, pointless violence? I'm in!
Yep. You know who else is in on pointless violence? My mum! Yeah.
You're alright, Muscle Man.
How about you? What was your favourite moment?
I absolutely adored Skips just appearing with his bass and being like, I know everything. Nah, just joking. I was in the middle of a massive shit. Like, I was
giving birth. I was making bears.
I feel like we made that moment funnier, but it was still quite funny in its own right.
Yeah. Like Skips had some good moments in this episode.
Oh, he did. He was. Yeah, it's hard to be annoyed at Skips. Skips is great. But yes, let's get to the all-important question. Rick, who are we adding to the leaderboard today?
Well, the person who turned the tide and solved the entire episode for the day by showing how much of a cool guy he was. It's my favourite Benson.
He's your favourite character now.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, man, fair dues, man. For me, it's always a toss-up between Skips and Muscle Man. I love Muscle Man,
yeah,
he's great.
I do like Skips, but he's a little bit too perfect, whereas Benson has flaws, and I enjoy Benson's flaws.
Skips has flaws. It's one of those where it's early days. He doesn't. In the early days, he is a problem solver.
Yeah, he keeps on top of his baggage in these episodes.
Absolutely. Yeah, Benson can't deny it. Like, he was the first to walk away, but as soon as he realised what the gang was doing, he came back, and it's like, here's my drumming, here's my drum kit. I'm an excellent drummer. Funny story about that. Gonna cut him off there because that is the plot for a future episode.
Alrighty, fair enough. But yes, who's going to be your MVP?
I'm going to give it to Mordecai today because at the end of the day, he is the one who suffered the most in this episode.
Yeah, being the roommate of someone with an earworm is more annoying than having the earworm yourself, because you have to suffer the earworm without having, the passive resistance that comes from being the one singing it.
And he's also the one who tried his best to actually solve the problem. None of his solutions worked, except it did at the end.
Yeah, and he stuck with Rigby even when the solutions were not working.
Yeah, this is true. Although it does feel a lot of times that Mordecai sticks with Rigby because he's got nothing else going for him.
And also, that's where he lives.
This is true. Mind you, that house has got a lot of rooms. He could have just left Rigby alone in the room.
Yeah, just slept on the couch.
Like, for real. Like, Rigby still sleeps on a goddamn trampoline.
Yeah, trampoline.
But yes, I think that brings our episode to a close today. That's another one in the books. Join us again next week for, episode 14 of Season 2 of Regular Show.
Yeah, bye everybody.